This is Soundoff60, Southwest Louisiana's premier sports show.
Coaching staff was just like, you need to go through the same routine you were going through in the minor leagues. It's going to happen. Yeah. Our skipper actually moved me up to the 2-hole in the order in the middle of that and said, hey, you're our guy, you're going to play, and we believe in you. And then got a few hits, started believing in myself.
Hey, Nate. Oh, Julio's coming back. Oh, forget it. The game's over. Forget it. The game's over. Oh, Julio.
Soundoff60 is presented by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Here are the guys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
Believe it or not, we are going to cover the entire spectrum of the entire universe on tonight's show.
We could do that.
I mean, the entire universe.
We can do that.
I mean, off the field, on the field,
everything,
on the moon, on the sun.
Comments being made to whomsoever, whatever. We're going to cover
At the end
tonight.
of this show, I promise you, ladies and gents, you're going to be praying for us to keep this sports show on the diamond and on the field and on a court, because we're going to go. I'm sorry, we're going to go. We're going to go out of the realm of the playing field.
But that's what we do, Rick, because we deal with relevant issues in today's society.
You are correct, Mr. Guidry. Well, you know, look.
Y'all are getting too deep for me.
Well, then you better sit back.
You're
It's
the
going to get
newspaper
deep.
guy. Come on, Scooter.
The issue is, in today's society of the 24-hour news cycle, if you will, attention span is short. We bring up subjects here that Hobbs doesn't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about sometimes. You don't. Yeah. But guess what?
Oh, I'll talk about it.
We have viewers.
Well, not anything.
We have viewers.
But everybody's talking about it.
Yes.
Everybody's talking about the anthem protest.
Yes.
Everybody's now talking about the knucklehead in Miami doing cocaine
on
a cell phone. It's
Are you
just crazy.
Maybe he had some before he did it, okay? That's what made him.
I like that thought.
Maybe he
That
had
just
too much
popped
before
up.
he
I
did
had
it.
missed that.
All
That
right,
just
all right.
popped up on the TV.
One of the best O-line coaches they say in the league.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
We're going to get into that. Let me just go ahead and let me go ahead and
let's
tease.
not preface Mr. Cam Newton. That
No.
We definitely want to get to that.
This is Saro's TVTs. Later on in the show, we're going to have you hang around, because we want to get into Cam Newton and his attempt at being funny, which didn't work. It fell flat. Yeah. We're going to do that. We're going to talk about this.
I don't even think he was. Go ahead.
Well, Chris Forrester.
I know what he was trying to do, Scooter. I'll give my comment on that.
Chris Forrester, the Miami Dolphins offensive line coach, had to resign today because he filmed himself using cocaine.
I mean,
now we can say that. Dude, it took a whole day to come out. It was cocaine.
Said it was a
Why
white
would you
substance.
videotape it?
Scooter, that's
what we're going to talk about.
Maybe he had some before he did that, because I don't know what else will make you do something
and
like that.
later on in the show, we'll find a way to work in the Vice President of the United States.
I thought that was a moot point, though. But
my gosh.
We'll talk about that.
On the field, the important stuff, and not to say this is not important, but it's just crazy stories.
It is.
From Rick Pitino and the Adidas and the this to that to the anthem protest, it's just never ending. All right. LSU McNeese, both win, but hard fought.
Yeah.
Very hard fought. Yeah. Knew LSU was going to be hard fought, but I didn't think McNeese would have that. Yeah.
McNeese wasn't supposed to have that kind of trouble.
I didn't think Abilene Christian could stay on the field.
I didn't either. I thought that was going to be over
did.
at halftime, Rick, to be honest with you.
They got a pretty good little quarterback, but they hung there. Only getting like 138 yards of total offense, but they hung in. All right. Initial thoughts of the
team. Let me ask this. Way with defense.
With defense and good
Let me ask this. Are you and Scooter slowly gravitating my way with Etling?
No, you will never convince me of that this year.
You're setting yourself up. Scooter didn't say anything.
I am not, no.
Do you think you can beat Bama throwing the ball 3 times in the third quarter and fourth quarter? Do you think you can beat Bama?
No.
That's what he did.
All right, so what?
Apparently the coaching staff don't have faith in him, Rick. Rick, how they beat Florida? I have no idea.
Like what?
I have no idea.
Round 10 between you and me and this quarterback situation.
It's like,
wait a minute. I thought we were doing overviews.
We're doing overview. I'm done. We'll come back to it, Scooter.
Well, I do have an answer.
We're waiting.
We want to go
with baby.
I mean, we here.
All right, I'm not. Edling did not throw well Saturday. I am. But you are wrong when you say they don't trust him to throw. One thing he really doesn't do is throw interceptions. The only interception he's thrown all year was the desperation one at the end of the Troy game, okay? And I'm not here to defend. He missed some throws.
Some, Scooter?
Yes.
You was at the game, Scooter.
But when you say the coaches don't trust him to
I don't
throw?
think they do.
No.
I don't think they do,
Coaches
Scooter.
don't trust their offensive line to protect him.
And I understand
They don't
that.
want to take the sack.
I understand that. But you've got to be a quarterback that's got to be able to find that
I will say this, Kevin.
alley.
I
if I will.
thought for a quarterback who was not having a good day throwing, he did a damn good job of leadership, leading his team,
Orchestrating.
and running this
Orchestrating.
offense they cobbled together
Yes.
to
I
get
agree.
out of there alive.
Yes.
I agree.
He did a great,
And-
and don't forget, if you're hollering for the backup, okay, yeah, he wasn't throwing well. And Miles Brennan might well have thrown the ball better. But all of that motion and jet sweeps and stuff, it's not just simply handing off. There is a lot of timing
Oh, it is. You
involved.
have to practice
Oh,
that. There's
in
no doubt
that.
about that.
Yeah.
That's not about.
The
That's not.
quarterback is integral to the levers and pulleys of that thing.
All right.
Believe
I'm
me, I
going to
know.
stop y'all there. I'm going to stop you there because in the second segment we'll get on the Tigers, and I'm going to tease you guys. The first thing I want to talk about is the refocused, remotivated, how they bounce back, that whole thing. All right. The McNeese Cowboys go on the road to Abilene Christian. I mean, good gosh, I had to be what,
Yeah.
9-10 hour drive to Abilene
That's a
Christian.
long drive.
That's a long trip.
It is. That should be a day trip
this is
before you play.
Speaking of remotivation or better motivated, this is a better motivated team because they got a new stadium and a new head coach.
Yeah.
Quarterback coming back. Look, 13-7 was a surprise to me. Wasn't surprised what the defense did. But again, the silver lining, it's good that McNeese won a close game on the road because they've got Central Arkansas. I keep pounding on this game. And if they stay in it, if they're able to control Hildenbrand, the opposing quarterback,
He's a heck
then
of a quarterback.
it should be a close game. And they proved winning on the road, not a super tough environment,
okay.
but that's a good win.
Yeah.
for them.
I agree, Rick.
They got to score some points
They do.
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Central Arkansas.
Yeah, this quarterback's very good.
You're not going to go in there and win that game 13 to
Probably
9.
not. Probably not. No, probably not. No.
It's Coach Lance Gittrell's got to be pleased with coming out with that win 13-7. Yes. It's
My guess
he's
he
gotta be
wasn't
pleased.
real pleased.
Well, to win, that's
To get away.
That-
I mean,
yeah, that makes you happy.
because it was a
But-
crazy ending. We'll get into that later on.
But the thing is, Rick, and like what we said, as it gets later on into the season, there's not going to be many people that McNeese play that you're going to win by 13 points.
But you're the defensive guy. You guys.
I'm saying it,
know,
but
you guys.
but-
you know me. I'm
I'm
quarterback.
glad.
You're defense.
Yes.
Defense wins championships.
Defense
I
wins
say
it.
quarterbacks win championships.
And Rick, the thing is though, but what if you've got a team? Prime example, Rick. Prime example. Sunday's game. I'm getting off track a little bit. Have you and Scooter
Imagine
realized?
that.
Have you and Scooter realized yet what I was saying when I say Aaron Rodgers is a bad man? Do y'all even?
You are right.
Do y'all even believe me when I say that?
Later on in
I
the
know I'm
show.
off point though, but dude.
You're going right into my wheelhouse.
But that's what I'm saying about
quarterbacks
McNeese.
can do.
You
Quarterbacks can take
defenses
control.
does win them, but Rick, you've got to give them some. You've got to give them a little bit of leeway there. You got to give them a
Okay,
little bit of
right.
cushion, Rick. You have to.
Upsets in college football. When does the first
I heard that. I think
college football
I think,
ratings come out?
2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Is
It's
it-
right.
okay.
It's, at
It
the
comes
end.
it's coming.
Yeah.
Probably the
it's going to be
last
fun.
Monday
It's going to
in
be fun.
October,
It's coming.
something like
We'll
that.
get into that way later on in the show, but
Yeah.
Alabama did win, of course.
Yeah, he did.
Kind of tough.
Yeah.
Saban was a little prickly after the game with the media, but he's always prickly like
tough.
that.
But
Upset-
A&M has always played them tough.
the biggest one is
Always.
Oklahoma.
Always.
Oklahoma, Iowa State.
Yeah.
Iowa. Who
Oklahoma,
are they? The
man.
Cyclones.
That was crazy.
I mean, the Cyclones.
Aren't they a bit? Well, Kansas, I guess, would be the worst
Yeah.
in the Big 12. every
Probably.
year.
Yeah.
But
Iowa
Iowa
State.
State, you know.
That came out of nowhere, Scooter.
I don't know. Let me
you
just say this.
Amazing stat.
Let me.
You
What?
won't believe this.
What?
7 straight years, Oklahoma has lost a game when they were double-digit favorites.
straight.
Really? Seven
Yeah.
straight years.
7 straight years they've
Really?
lost at least one game when they were 10 points or more favorites.
That's coaching. Keep your eye on the ball. Keep
Yes,
it
it
going.
is.
Keep
Yes,
it going.
it is.
Up against the
There's
clock.
no doubt about that.
We're at
Believe
Jack
me when I tell you
Daniels.
that.
This is LaBerge Casino Resort. It's
Yes, it is.
Guidry,
The
Hobbs,
best
and
place in town.
Sharrow. Round one in the books. When we come back, it's
Already.
LSU and Florida, McNeese Cowboys.
Yes.
We'll talk Cam Newton. We'll talk cocaine. We'll talk Vice President Pence. We got a lot on the table. We're covering the game.
We do have a lot.
back in about 2 minutes.
Wow.
Soundoff60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort.
In 1975, we brewed the original light beer with more taste and only 96 calories. We think that's worth celebrating. Miller Lite, back in the original bottle.
Load up on entries for your chance to win a 2017 Chevy Silverado Black Ops or additional prizes.
So you haven't been hearing me talk about prices very much in our TV commercials lately, but there's some offers available on a Camry right now that are just too good to not talk about. With Toyota's rebates on our discounts, you can get $5,000 off MSRP on a new 2017 Camry, or if you like to trade up every couple of years, you can do what my wife and I do and lease one for $279 a month with $0 due at signing. You literally don't even have to bring your wallet with you to buy the car. If you've been thinking a Toyota Camry was a little bit more money than you wanted to spend, come let us show you how affordable it can be to own a new Toyota. Lake Charles Toyota, raise your expectations.
All right, welcome back to the show. We're here at Jack Daniels, and of course, every weekend, Friday and Saturday nights on the big stage, just to Mr. Kevin Guidry's left. Country music. Friday night is Roger Krieger, $10 tickets. Roger Krieger on the stage. And Saturday, it is Danny Dillon. Country music, back to the real roots of Jack Daniels every weekend night.
Something smells good in
I'll
here.
tell you, they got the ribs going here at Jack Daniels
some
tonight.
aroma in
They
here
got the
tonight.
ribs going, folks. All right. You know about the teasers. We're gonna get at all the juicy stories later on.
Can I just say something that I was impressed by? You were at the game. The dedication that they did. Was that touching?
the dedication
At the Florida game. Petty?
Tom Petty.
Tom Petty, who passed away last week.
Yeah.
Yes.
The LSU band rained on it.
Yes. Yes. I just thought, when you
Yeah,
do stuff like
it was
that,
pretty cool. In fact,
it's not all about football, Rick.
Florida
sometimes.
already has the tradition between third and fourth quarter. The whole stadium sings this song, "We Are the Boys" from old Florida.
Yeah.
But now they're going to play that the Petty song, "I Won't Back Down."
I won't back down. Yeah.
And they'll all sing that.
I was
He's an
impressed when
iconic
they
rock
did
and
that.
roller.
I
Tom
was.
Petty, of course,
I
passed
was
away last
impressed,
week
man.
at the age of
I really
66.
was.
Florida
Gainesville native.
alum, not a Florida alum, but he's a Gainesville native.
Gainesville
Yeah.
boy. All right. Let's get to the question that I posed in the first segment about LSU. Is this now an LSU team that is, walking the line now? Are they refocused? Are they ready to meet this challenge? Are they over Mississippi State and Troy?
It wasn't a matter of getting over Mississippi State and Troy. The question was that them? Because they hadn't really had a game where you could say, oh, well, they weren't focused, or, they overlooked them. They didn't know.
Up to that point, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. So this, and that was far from a perfect game.
Yeah.
We'll see how good Florida is. LSU and Florida, as much as they hate each other, got a lot more in common than they
do
right now than they care to admit. I mean, LSU has some flaws. They have some ridiculous depth in roster issues right now.
Yeah, you really do.
But if you're looking for the blueprint of how they'll have to win, I will say this. And, this should be a given, but it was just noticeable to me. I don't know what it looked like on TV. I hadn't seen the replay yet. But being there in the press, LSU was playing their asses off.
Yeah, they
I
played
mean,
hard.
they played
That was
their
a
butts
tough
off.
game.
They were.
You just
and it
want
was, and it was grit. No,
it
was grit.
You just want to bitch about Etling.
No.
But he played his butt off.
He didn't have a choice, Scooter.
Yeah.
If they were going to walk out with the win,
Yeah.
he didn't have a choice, because you know what? If he don't go for those first downs and get his head taken off, LSU don't win this game.
Exactly.
Give him some
But
credit
my point,
then.
yes,
Give him some
But
credit.
you're not going to give him any credit, huh?
I'm giving him credit, but this is the thing that gets me, guys. As a defensive player, LSU has already showed me their hand. Rick, you can only run the jet sweep so many times. So many times, Rick, and it's like, Rick,
was
it's
starting to
old.
look like they could run it as much as
It's
they
old,
wanted.
Rick, on Florida. Okay?
Oh, okay.
But let me tell you something.
You keep going back to Alabama.
But the thing is, Rick, no,
Well,
let's look
they're
at
not gonna beat
let's look at Auburn.
this year. Forget it. Don't even go there.
Okay, look, let's look at Auburn. The thing is this, Rick.
Probably not going to beat Auburn.
You're trying to get by week, but the thing is this, Rick. When you're letting a team, and this is the thing that we've got two smarter offensive coordinators to let people do this. How can you let the opposing team dictate to you what you're gonna do? Rick, Florida told LSU, Florida had what, 4 guys on defense that was hurt, starters? That's what LSU beat, a shell of what Florida was, Rick. I'm being honest, Rick.
May I point out, they did it with 3 freshmen in the offensive
LSU
line.
had
Yes,
a
they did.
shell,
That
too.
means we're recruiting
I would
good.
say that's a shell.
That means we're recruiting good, okay?
No,
Listen,
it means they
listen
had
to
a
this.
couple of lean years.
When you find a team to where, and I never thought LSU would get so limited. Guys, what did he have? 30 yards?
Guys,
30 yards?
He's
Guys,
good.
You and Rick said he was going to win the Heisman. Don't
They
bet.
didn't know he was going to have a hurt ankle all year, okay?
No.
What did I say, though?
I will tell you this, though. Same as I said. Guys might not have done a whole lot, but he picked up some damn hard yards.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
no doubt.
he ran his butt off.
Scooter,
all
I
day.
appreciate you
That's all you
applauding.
can do, Kevin.
I appreciate you applauding my Tigers. But this is what I look at. As a guy that's played and that knows what LSU is going to face these next 6 weeks,
And sometimes
Rick,
I think,
it's going to be hell.
Sometimes I think you think when you were at LSU, y'all never lost a game.
We had Tommy Hudson.
Well, look,
We
you
had Tommy
should know
Hudson,
better than
okay?
anybody that this was a very physical,
There was no
hard
doubt,
fought
Rick.
game. And a
And then having to go to
3-yard run
Gainesville, there was
by
no doubt.
Geis and an 8-yard scamper by Danny Etling almost getting his neck taken off.
I'm not
That's all part of that. That's the kind of game it
I'm
was.
not taking anything away from that, Rick. But my thing is, Rick, when you prepare for next week, it's the game plan to do the exact same thing.
Well, you would not think
Well,
that.
why don't we wait and see?
We'll see,
okay?
But
Canada's-
my thing is this, Rick. I want to have something on film that's going to tell the team that I'm
Man,
going
I
to play the
thought you were
following
gonna
week.
be
Let's
happy
see.
today.
That's going to tell them, well, you know, third down, LSU could throw.
Well,
LSU's
look,
going to run it on third down, Rick. They're not going to throw it.
Danny Etling, I saw it several times. He motioned to a guy that, my bad, I missed you. You probably didn't see that from the press box.
Rick, let me say this.
But on close-ups, he did that on the sidelines.
and-
He
you
missed
and-
some
you
guys.
and Scooter
He knew
keep
that.
I would
referring
say
back.
this, Kevin. I would say this. With what we've seen, I noticed a little bit even in the BYU game, the very first game of the year. With wide receivers getting as many carries as running backs and all this crazy
That's
stuff.
the point I brought up.
All this crazy stuff. I think one of the good things is 3rd and 7 isn't definitely a passing down.
Yeah, good point.
You
Good
know,
point.
you can't just sit back.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me say this. If you're thinking about running or passing, what do you do, Scooter, if the defense is dictating to you, we got 8 in the box.
Throw
you
to the
tell
tight
me what
end.
you're going to do.
Throw to the tight end.
But Rick,
and he
didn't
made
we?
a key
How
catch.
many times did we? How many
Once,
times did we?
probably.
Once.
All right.
Once, Rick.
Maybe Canada twice.
Once.
Maybe
And
Canada will
they
open
did
the
a-
playbook.
They did a shuttle screen.
I guess my point
Kevin,
is, Rick.
I can't believe you're bitching about this game.
Because you know, at the beginning of the year, everybody said about, oh, Canada with this offense, oh boy, it's going to confuse people. It's going to, Rick, they have mirrored this down to a shell of motion once, twice, and that's it, Rick. It's the same thing, Rick. Nothing has impressed me really that much about this offense.
I don't know what game
sorry.
he's watching. I just don't know what game he's watching.
Let me tell you something.
I don't even know who
Let me
you
tell you
are
something.
anymore.
Whatever.
I don't either.
Whatever. Let me say this for you right there. Laugh and joke all y'all want. I hate to see my Tigers have to go through what they're going to go
You're
through
too
for the next
personal.
6 weeks.
You're too
Because I
personal
see
on
it
this.
coming.
You're too,
I see it
okay,
coming.
we know
And
it's
you-
coming. It's a
and you-
gauntlet.
But,
we know.
But Rick, if you think about it,
Oh, I'm not saying
can
it's
you
gonna
do
be
something?
easy, Kevin.
Can you do something that can maybe have teams guessing?
They play to win the game.
I guess that's
they
all
will
you can
play
do.
to
But
win
here,
the
I can't.
here is what almost made me
Help
fall out
me,
of
help
my
me,
chair.
Lord.
When you told me, why are they letting Florida dictate what they're going to do?
Well, what did
it
they
looked
do?
to me
That's
like
what they
Florida
did.
didn't have a clue what
Let me
they
tell
were
you
doing.
something.
Florida was so off
Let me
balance.
tell you something. Let me tell you something. Do you even know why they run the jet sweep, Scooter? Do you know why they run it? The jet sweep is mostly a pass
Maybe
play.
because they can
it's
get
to get to
9
the
yards of
outside. No,
carry
it's
on
to
it.
get to the outside because Florida has stacked the box to say you're not running it.
Right.
So Rick, when they do that, you throw it. Why run it?
Okay.
You
All
and
right.
you
We're up
and
against the
you
clock.
and Scooter
And-
have to learn terminology as to what people give you to do.
we got to learn. Okay.
To do. If you put 8 in the box, there's not a coach in America saying we're gonna throw it.
Throw to the tight end.
We're gonna throw it.
That's my answer.
What they do? Run a jet sweep.
Throw to the tight
And
end.
it worked.
And it worked. All right.
How many times will it
Let's
work?
take a
went
pause.
30.
How many times will it work?
Kevin,
We got to pivot.
when it doesn't work, come back
You-
and talk to us.
Yeah. We gotta pivot.
But you know what though, guys? It's like, can you give the defense something else to focus on?
You're giving me a headache, Gidry.
Y'all
You're giving
y'all
me a headache
killing
tonight.
me, man.
All right,
Y'all
we're
are
going to
killing
pivot.
me.
We'll take a pause. We're coming back with the blue and gold. McNeese Cowboys and a big
I still
win.
want to talk LSU. I don't want to talk blue and
Boy,
gold.
an open week comes at a great time. Open week for the Saints, by the way. That's why we hadn't talked about the Saints, but a great
Saints are gonna
time
be
for the
open for a
open
while.
week for the Cowboys. We're coming back to Jack Daniel if my voice continues and if my headache subsides.
I mean, if
'cause you're
you would
giving me
just
a
make
headache.
sense of what you said,
You're
your
giving me
voice
a
would be
headache.
okay.
We're back in 2 minutes.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Check us out online at soundoff60tv.com.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
Are you trying to stay cool with a temporary fix? There's a smarter solution. Save on your monthly energy costs while enjoying quiet and consistent comfort this summer with a highly efficient air conditioning system from Luxair. We'll recommend a system that is perfectly suited to your home and provides optimal cooling, exceptional energy savings, and lasting performance. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solar supply.
All right,
love you,
welcome
Rick,
back
man.
to
I
Jack
just wanted to
Daniels.
say that. I love you, Rick.
Our production staff had to do 4 or 5 countdowns to get you to shut up. Yeah, here, we're back. All right, table the LSU argument. All right, table the LSU. Argue with me
Foot
about
down,
McNeese
foot
State.
down.
All
Okay.
right, argue with me about McNeese State.
I'm happy
Change
McNeese is
the
winning.
course
I'm
of
happy
this-
they're winning. I'm happy they're winning.
Yes, they are. All right.
Happy they're winning. Go Cowboys.
All right, so Cowboys win 5-1. 5-1 on the
And
year,
that-
3-1 on the
Not bad.
conference.
They cracked the FCS poll.
Yes,
Good day.
yes. The,
for the Cowboys.
that would be the coaches poll.
Yes.
I kind of go more toward the other poll, to be honest with you. Okay, coaches poll. How many?
Yeah.
You know, they get their SIDs to vote and their assistants to vote. The other one, the Cowboys moved up to 1 spot after this win to 21. Not bad. Look,
No.
we talked about it last week. Important to be in the polls. Interesting
is.
that 4 Southern Conference teams are now in the poll.
That's-
Led by
pretty
USC, Central Florida, Central Arkansas, then Sam Houston, like number 9. Central Arkansas 6, Sam Houston's 9. McNeese is 21, and Nicholls State is 22 or something like that. So 4 Southern.
Nicholls
That's
State,
good.
boy.
It's good for the conference. All right.
Wow.
Good to get those at-large
Man,
bids,
is that
and maybe
Nicholls State?
And
maybe
Nicholls
get
State, huh? Right
Blowing
there, huh?
that Nicholls State game.
If we just could have gotten by that one,
Come
Scooter,
back
can you
up
believe it?
home.
Yes, it
you're
does.
right about that.
Wow.
You talk about when you've got 163 yards rushing and 175 yards passing. Balance.
Balance.
That's
I would
great.
say that,
I
yes.
mean, that's
I would say
balance.
balance.
Again,
Well,
what-
so is 5 yards passing and 5 yards rushing.
But they didn't.
But it's not the kind of balance you want.
No.
Okay.
Okay. I see your point.
What my point is, they're not relying on their star of the team.
Yeah.
Is James
Okay.
Tabor.
Yeah.
He's
Quarterback.
the star.
Quarterback.
And when you don't have to rely on him, and look, he's putting up good quality numbers, 60% completion rate, 175 yards, not sparkling, it's not 300 yards, couple of touchdowns, whatever. He's not blowing it away, but he's not throwing interceptions.
Yeah.
And he's orchestrating, and he's putting up all Southland numbers. He's winning games.
And Rick,
you're getting the running game involved.
And I agree, Rick, because
the defense is all world right now.
When you do that, Rick, I think you give your team a chance to be successful, because defense plays good when the offense is being successful.
The ultimate team game.
And the offense plays good when the defense is being successful.
Of course.
You can't have one up and one down, because then you putting pressure on me. If you going in 1, 2, 3 and you're out, defensively you're killing me, dude.
Of course.
You're killing me, dude. Can you help us a little bit? So when you have that, Rick, you're going to see teams such as McNeese, I think, do well. And let me just say this. Defensively, we know Coach Guidry has put his hand on that, and I think we're starting to see that defense kind of come together a little bit, Rick. In the beginning,
key thing,
it was everybody trying to find themselves and find what's going to work for us as to how we play as a unit. But I'm thinking,
secondary breakdowns.
I'm thinking now, Rick, they're starting to understand what it is that they can do and how they can play within themselves to be
secondary
successful.
breakdowns. This open date, LSU has injuries. McNeese has a slew.
Yeah.
I mean, Jermaine Antoine, their big cornerback, is off and on, been in and out. They've got a slew of injuries as well. They lost some key players. This is a great open week for them.
Yeah.
To again, and then of course, the 14th Incarnate Word.
Yeah.
You will see. Incarnate Word for homecoming should be a game that they can
should be something
control.
they can do some things with, to where they can see what's
Central
down the road.
Arkansas is
That's the big game.
This game was won with some weird. And McNeese fans already know how it worked. If they saw the coverage in the American press and highlights, it was weird. It was a penalty. McNeese had an offensive lineman down the field. They're trying to run out the clock, and all of a sudden, an Abilene Christian player. Remember that story about Houston Baptist? Cursing on the sideline. Apparently, he had said some words to the McNeese bench, and he gets unsportsmanlike and game over.
But you got to know better.
Game over.
I mean, you
got to
run
out the clock.
You got to be disciplined. You can't let that You can't let that come into play.
He's
passionate.
these young guys
If
make
you
mistakes.
remember last week, I assured you McNeese would have no problem winning this game, except, because from the previous week, what did they win, 35-0 previous
Stephen
week?
F. Austin,
That's kind of been them, up and down. So you're worried about that. I'm going to give them a break, because I don't know how you play a football game after a 10-hour bus drive.
That's tough. Granted, they had a night to sleep. They had a night to sleep, but it is tough.
Broncos, y'all didn't take
it is
10-hour
tough.
bus ride.
You're right about that. It is tough. Look,
it's all about finances, and we know that.
It's bodies. It's bodies.
It's tough.
You got to win.
Tough,
you
man.
win with your best players, and then what'd your word you use? You cobble something together when you don't have your best players out there. And sometimes you go into the game and you kind of,
you do
this.
I mean,
let me get through this game because I don't have my bodies.
September. I've never said this before, but it's going to be profound. September is about style points. You're trying to get a feel, build an identity for a team, which is what LSU never really did in September.
No.
October, November, just win, baby.
You have to.
That's all that matters.
You have to.
Yeah. And
I agree.
And let me and again, Cowboys are open this week, so they won't be playing obviously, and then homecoming coming up in a couple of Saturdays, and then of course October 28th, October 28th, the big game in Conway, Arkansas. Let me transition to style points and keep it on college football. Alabama wins. I won't say they win ugly. I did not see the game. I read the game report on it. But again, they win, and Saban is saying, look, we are not going to beat everybody 63-3.
Yeah.
Style points. They lack style points.
Yeah.
But it's October, and they won.
Alabama doesn't need style points.
No,
Alabama doesn't.
everybody knows
I
what they can.
think they've established an identity.
They have indeed.
Yeah.
They have indeed. So Alabama wins. They stay number one. Clemson again, just trudging along,
They
guys.
are.
They're going to get.
They are.
They're going to get into that Final Four unless the floor caves in. Michigan loses. The big shocker I mentioned was Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oklahoma. You brought up a good point about this is the 7th straight year. Of course, they have a new coach, Lincoln Riley, young guy, offensive mind.
So the other 6 weren't his.
I know, and it comes up and bites him again.
It does.
But
they had that game under control. They had that game under control.
Here's the sidebar to this. Win with class. I like passion. I thought it was wrong for Baker Mayfield to stab the flag at Ohio State. I don't like Iowa State putting their flag.
All right.
That you win with
this
class.
weekend was
I don't
so
like
hectic
I don't
for
like
me, getting in, out, everything of the LSU. The LSU-Florida game's about the only game I saw all weekend. But, and ordinarily I would agree with you. The flag
Okay,
thing.
you're gonna disagree with me?
Oklahoma set themselves up for that.
Big time. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
To a degree.
I'll give you that.
What was the famous
To a degree.
line from,
To a degree.
from LSU, Florida? They got just what they deserved.
Okay.
You can make that.
All right.
Although they didn't do anything to Iowa State, if you go planting a flag, if Oklahoma ever plants a flag at Iowa State, they ought to just shut down the program.
Agree or disagree? They're playing with passion.
You do.
But win with class.
You
Come
do,
on.
Rick. I mean, I agree.
Hey,
It's that field.
Hey.
I mean, it's their field.
And
do
you know,
that.
is
Believe
it just
me.
the cockiness? And Baker
when
Mayfield, he's a
it's-
cocky
when
guy,
it's-
too.
Yeah, no, that's going to be the highlight of
cocky
most
guy.
of those kids'
It
football
will be school.
career.
Yes.
You mean Iowa State?
Yeah, Iowa
Yeah.
State. I mean, the irony wasn't lost on anybody.
No, it wasn't.
I got you.
It wasn't. It was
I got
there.
you. Let 'em
Oklahoma
celebrate.
got just what they
Let them
deserved.
celebrate.
there.
I'm
I don't
sure
know.
they enjoyed it in
That
Columbus,
just,
Ohio.
that just,
It was
yeah.
there.
It bothered me when Oklahoma did it at Ohio State.
Yeah.
It bothers me still. I just win with class.
I
win
agree.
with class on that.
It bothered me more when Oklahoma did it. You're Oklahoma.
I know.
Than
Yeah.
it did when Iowa State did it.
I'll cut them some slack a little bit. All right, back on the Cowboys before we go to break. From what you have seen, up and down, 5-1.
Yeah.
Keep in mind they don't have to play Sam Houston.
Yeah.
And Sam Houston has
You got
lost.
to bring
look-
that up 3 times a
look.
week, don't you?
Well,
Look,
again, it would be a monstrous game.
it would be.
But they've already got. This is a team with the injuries and
Yeah.
trying to overcome and trying to get into postseason play.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a team that can handle 2 monstrous games.
Yeah.
They've got one coming up in
I agree.
Conway. This quarterback is very, very good. Is he the best in the league? Probably Jeremiah Briscoe from Sam Houston is still a notch.
okay.
But
He's a
this
big guy.
Hildenbrand guy, he's very, very good.
My
As is
question-
Tabry. As
Does
is Tabry.
Central Arkansas ever come to Lake Charles?
Yeah.
It seems to me
I know. We
always go
McNeese
there.
I know.
goes to Arkansas every
Yeah.
year for this
Yeah,
game.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm
it is
sure I'm just remembering.
It is.
wrong.
I remember. It was a
Cowboys
crazy
can't
finish.
lose any
It
more
was a-
bodies, though, Rick. They got to stay healthy. They
Do
can't
you
lose any more
see?
bodies.
Do you see a kink? Do you see from your ex-player vantage point?
You know, the Cowboys, you know,
I still
Coach-
worry about the secondary.
yeah.
They've been great the last 3 games.
But let me tell
Not
you this,
giving up the chunk plays, but
I think, Rick, what happened in the beginning, I think that maybe they just didn't find that cohesiveness that they
you
needed.
think they're over it?
As 4 guys
Are they
understanding
over
what
it?
they.
Go on the record and say it.
I'm not going to say they're over. Because, I mean, at any moment,
never
somebody
know.
could
At
light
any
you
moment.
up.
At
Somebody
any
could light you up at
You're
any
right.
moment,
You're
Rick.
right about
no.
that. All right, we'll take a short pause. Baseball. Astros win.
Astros.
They beat the Bo Sox. We'll get into a little baseball, and we'll get into around the NFL
Yes.
and these juicy stories. They're coming up next.
Keep coming up.
When we come back. Stay right there.
Sound Off 60 is brought to you by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LeBear's Casino Resort. The boys in the box will be right back.
This is the original light beer, brewed with the belief that a beer could be light and not compromise on taste, to be enjoyed from opener to headliner. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Load up on entries for your chance to win a 2017 Chevy Silverado Black Ops or additional prizes.
Are you trying to stay cool with a temporary fix? There's a smarter solution. Save on your monthly energy costs while enjoying quiet and consistent comfort this summer with a highly efficient air conditioning system from Luxair. We'll recommend a system that is perfectly suited to your home and provides optimal cooling, exceptional energy savings, and lasting performance. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solar supply.
Only one light beer has more taste, less calories, and half the carbs. This one. Miller Lite. Hold true.
All right, we are ready to party. No, not us.
I'm
we might
always
be.
ready
Why
to
not?
party.
Maybe. Halloween, October 28th,
Yes.
big party at the Special
Get
Event
off
Center.
my lawn.
Here at LaBerge Casino.
Yes.
Halloween party, a $10,000 costume party.
Yes.
And on
That's
stage,
huge.
Here's that word again, to orchestrate the craziness.
That's
is
huge,
going to be
Rick.
the Molly Ringwalds right here at LaBerge Casino, Special
love
Event
the
Center.
Molly
Get your
Ringwalds.
tickets now.
Yeah.
Only $10 tickets.
Yeah, that's it.
Advance
Only
tickets
$10.
only $10 to see the Molly
$10.
Ringwalds. $10,000. Oh yeah, they're great.
You've seen them. I
Great
love-
party
they
band.
They play
Legendary Louisiana party band, the Molly
He's
Ringwalds.
played pool parties.
A lot.
Let's do some high school football before
Okay.
we get in around the NFL. We don't have Saints to talk about.
No,
Not much
no,
news
they're
on,
open. Saints
other
open.
than there were some reports, rumors out of the city that maybe Adrian Peterson, they might be looking before, I forgot the date. October
Really?
30th or 31st is the trade deadline.
One of these days, I'm going
All
to be
right,
right
end of
when you're in
October.
school to tell me that
I
I'm right.
think,
One of these
think
days.
let's go ahead and talk about that. Don't
Go
you
ahead.
I
think
said that. I
that's
said
gotta
it from
happen?
day one.
And this is nothing against
AP?
Peterson.
They tried.
No, nothing.
They
I
tried.
I
Nothing.
mean,
Maybe it didn't work.
It did.
And it might even, but and you know they don't know the rookie
Kamara.
Kamara.
Why can't you get
I don't know.
Alvin Kamara?
I have a mental
Kamara.
block with some
Yeah.
people's name, and his is one of
All right.
them. And they didn't know that he was going to emerge like he has.
No, they didn't. They knew he was good. Peyton loved him.
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah.
I read.
Oh, yeah.
Peyton
They
loved
knew he
this
was
guy.
good.
It fits his scheme.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so I was wrong. I was wrong.
Thank you.
I thought Adrian Peterson
Thank you.
and
I said it wasn't going to work.
Ingram might be a two-headed
I
monster.
said it wasn't going to work.
All right, so you were right on that
Thank
one.
you. Thank you.
But Peterson,
Once in a world.
to
Once
me,
in a-
and I'm certainly no expert, like a X and O or scout expert, but he just doesn't seem to fit.
He doesn't,
the
Scooter. He
Saint
doesn't.
style.
He
I'm not.
doesn't.
I mean,
When he
even
goes on
in
the
his
field.
prime, even when he was in his prime, I don't know if what he did would have been ideal.
I don't know where he
in
can
that
go.
offense.
Maybe the Giants, because they have no running attack whatsoever, and they're 0-5.
Giants don't
they
have
gotta
a lot.
They got to
Right now,
bring
they
some
just
star
lost
power
Odell.
to New York.
I mean,
maybe.
they
And they lost
their
Odell
best
Beckham
player.
Jr.
They lost
Holy
their best player for the
smokes.
year.
Speaking of that, Beckham Jr. goes down. J.J. Watt
Watts.
goes down for the year.
It was a
people.
bad week, man.
For the year,
It was
they're
a bad
gone.
week.
I mean, that's some
Bad
star
week.
power. And that's that artificial turf.
and I mean, also-
J.J. Watt just trying to make a plant of foot
Texas-
to get to the quarterback, and he breaks
Also,
the
the
ball.
linebacker, he's out for the
Yeah.
year too for Texas.
He's
out with the torn.
maybe. I thought it was. I didn't know it was.
Pectoral muscles, whatever.
Yeah, and he's a stud too.
Yeah, he's
All right.
linebacker. He's starting linebacker.
So I'm with you. It should happen, and it probably will. The Adrian Peterson. Let's go on the record. It should happen. Don't know if it's going to happen because they got to get something for him. They got to get a
Well.
taker. Adrian Peterson. I mean,
Well.
you got to get a taker. All right, we'll see.
Okay.
All right, high school football. Barb and Sulphur. I did not realize that the Bucks, with this win over the weekend, have won 10 straight over
I
the
did
Gold.
not
I
either.
did
I did not know that
see
either
10
when
straight.
I
I lost
saw
track.
Are we talking from last year starting?
10, no,
10 straight.
This past weekend, that was their 10th straight win over Sulphur. And they play them
10
every year.
straight? Oh,
10
God.
straight years.
10 straight win? Is it really? I thought Sulphur beat them one year.
I thought
I thought
Sulphur
Sulphur
won.
beat them one
Would
year.
he
You
have
sure
said
about
it? Would he have
No,
said
it's-
it?
He
it's a
could be
fact.
wrong.
No, he read it in American
Have
Press.
you ever known me to be wrong? I
But
can't
thought
keep
the
track of
year
all these
that
stats.
Sulphur had that
No.
running back.
No.
That was good.
They
I
have
thought-
a running
Barb
back
has
every
been pretty
year.
good.
No, I
Barb
just
has been
thought
pretty
they- I just
good.
thought they
Barb
beat
has been
Barb
pretty
one
good.
year, though. I
Great
did.
game, overtime game.
Well, this is like
Well,
they're
good for
all
the Bucks
close.
then.
Pardon?
They're all close.
They are. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hard-fought games.
Well, I
Hard-fought games. So Barb, number 9 in the state. Dana Fontenot gets a 3-yard touchdown running OT,
Yeah.
and then, of course, Sulphur comes back. They get a shot
Yeah.
at it. And Jordan McGee intercepts the ball in the end zone, and game over.
Let me just say for the record.
Great game.
I was at the Iowa and St. Louis game. Keep your eyes on Iowa.
Well, I made a little
Keep your
note.
eye on
This
Iowa.
team
Dude.
could make a run. This
Tommy
Iowa
John?
team can make a run. And ironically, it's Mike John's son,
Tommy John
Yeah.
who coached with Mike at St. Louis.
at St. Louis.
And he comes back and beats St. Louis. But that's high school football. 32-7, was it? 32-7?
Oh,
They
they
were
were good.
were they in that much control?
Yeah.
Well, Iowa's been good
Iowa's
all year, and St. Louis
last
has
couple
struggled
years.
this year.
Yeah, they have.
They are
They have.
good. They are good.
Dome good?
Dome good. I said it again. Dome good.
Dome
Yeah.
worthy?
I mean, they've got so many weapons.
And they're 3A.
They've got so many
And that
weapons.
community is as big as this table.
Rick,
Iowa's growing.
Oh, I know they
They've
are.
got so
I'm
many
with you on
weapons,
that.
though,
But
Rick.
this is a team that an Iowa team that just didn't come on the scene.
No,
They've been good
no.
the last 3
They
or
have
4
been.
years.
They have been.
Okay,
They have
5
been.
years maybe.
They have been.
All right,
But
under
I was
various
just-
coaches.
I just started watching them really, really close.
Yeah.
And
All
they
right,
are good.
Lagrange takes care of Sam Houston, hard-fought game.
Yeah.
Lagrange has Sulphur this weekend. So again, Lagrange is in that district. Iowa is going to be at South Bow. This is a team I think is just going to roll and roll and roll.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
something happens.
And,
again.
unless
and
something
Washington
happens, you're right.
Marion
Yeah.
beats Westlake. Now I don't know how good Westlake
You
is.
better win that game.
But well, yeah.
You better win that game. Being at
maybe
homecoming.
Freddie
You better
has
win
the
that game.
Sergeant Indians turning a corner.
That was homecoming. Freddie knew he had to win that
this
game.
This is a team that's got to get some momentum.
Scooter.
This is
Dude, you don't win homecoming? And you're a Sergeant Indian? What?
LSU didn't win homecoming.
No, they
Florida
didn't.
didn't win homecoming.
Yeah, really. Put some bad Grieger
Yeah.
on these boys.
It's
All
going
right.
to be a tough week for 'em.
Good high school football games
Yes.
coming up. So keep
All
it.
week.
And Barb is hosting New Iberia. So
Yes.
we'll check that in next week. All right, when we come back, we'll go around the NFL a little
Yeah.
bit. We'll talk Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is back
Jerry's
in the news.
world. Jerry's world.
Mike Pence is in the news.
Wow.
All right. He's always in the news.
Wow.
He's vice president. We're coming back in about 2 to Jack Daniels at LaBerge Casino. Stay right there.
Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort, home of soundoff60. Round 5 with the boys coming up.
Load up on entries for your chance to win a 2017 Chevy Silverado Black Ops or additional prizes.
So you haven't been hearing me talk about prices very much in our TV commercials lately, but there's some offers available on a Camry right now that are just too good to not talk about. With Toyota's rebates on our discounts, you can get $5,000 off MSRP on a new 2017 Camry, or if you like to trade up every couple of years, you can do what my wife and I do and lease one for $279 a month with $0 due at signing. You literally don't even have to bring your wallet with you to buy the car. If you've been thinking a Toyota Camry was a little bit more money than you wanted to spend, come let us show you how affordable it can be to own a new Toyota. Lake Charles Toyota, raise your expectations.
Big hurt.
All right,
Big
welcome back to Jack Daniels at LaBerge Casino. Coming up in the last segment, Stump the Wise Guys, and we'll get on Cam Newton, and
Yes.
we'll talk about the Miami Dolphins' controversial coach snorting cocaine, videotaping himself, and sending it to a Nevada model, actress,
What?
singer, dancer.
What?
It's crazy. It's just our world. It's just sports world is
couldn't
crazy.
make that up.
No way.
It's like something out of a weird movie. All right, let's talk some baseball before we get into the NFL. The Houston Astros. This is a team, gentlemen, that for the last couple of years, I know Sports Illustrated had them
right
going to
there.
the World Series.
It's been right there.
Alex Bregman with a homer solo shot, wasn't it?
Today?
Today,
Yes.
on Monday,
Yes.
to tie the game against the Bo Sox. Tied it late, 3-3.
Yeah.
They end up winning 5-4. Now they advance to the American League. It sounds weird still, the American
I
League.
know. I
Yeah.
still
Championship
don't think
Series.
of them
That's
being in
still
the
a tough one.
American League.
This is, guys, I mean, Springer, Bregman, Correa, Altuve,
Altuve.
and Verlander.
Verlander's the guy.
Could they do it?
Verlander's the
why?
guy.
What were they thinking?
Tell me, explain it.
And
to
you
me.
said that, Scooter.
What, they bring in Verlander, who the whole point of starting him in the first game was he'd be available for Game 5?
For Game
if
5.
needed? And they bring him in Game 4 with a one-run lead,
Yeah.
and he gets behind? What if they lose
What
that
if they
game
lose?
and they
What if
they
they lose?
burn Verlander in the process?
Yeah.
I mean, That would have been the mother of all second guessing.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe it's a gut check call.
What do you think it
a
was,
gut
Scooter?
check
What
call.
you think
You
made
got to be
him
in the
do it?
dugout
I mean,
to see the flow of the game.
I don't know
just
what he was thinking.
felt
Did
that
he
could
panic like
change.
Ed Orgeron? Maybe.
Oh, okay, Rick. That came out of your mouth.
It did come.
Remember that, okay?
If Ed
That
Orgeron
came-
was
that
right
came-
here,
that came
and
out
I
of
know
your
he's a
mouth.
big man, he's got a
That came
huge
out of your
head,
mouth, okay?
but I would
Oh,
tell
my
him he
goodness
panicked
gracious,
against
man.
Troy. All right, this is a very good Astros team. All right, this is a very
They
good
are
team.
good.
It is a
And
very good team.
and you know they seem to be healthy.
Yeah.
And they got that.
Postseason, it doesn't matter.
No.
Got a lot more games.
I mean, you better catch fire.
Yeah. And you know, look.
Baseball's
look,
different.
3-1 over the Boston Red
Baseball's
Sox.
different. They don't have point spreads.
No.
You're right.
No.
You're right.
All right, Cleveland with a 2-1 lead over the Yankees. They're playing early in the week. They're
Yes.
playing tonight if you're watching the show. Dodgers with a 2-0 lead over the D-backs. And the Cubbies and Nationals playing on a Monday afternoon. So I'm sorry we can't
Yep.
fill you in. Good series. It's going to be interesting to follow the Houston Astros through
It
this
is.
thing. All right?
It is.
And still, though, the best team in baseball might be the Cleveland Indians on the American League side. So that is this. If the Indians can get by the Yankees and all that power the Yankees have.
Yankees got a lot of it.
Astros and Indians, that could be one for the ages, guys, in the championship.
I'm just excited to have a team that close, man, that could possibly
All
make
right.
a run at it.
All right,
Go
some
Astros.
NFL stuff. We're taking a week off from the Saints. You
Yes.
say Aaron Rodgers is a bad quarterback.
Would you
How
excuse
would-
me?
No,
You
he
say
said
ba-
he's a bad
Oh, the
man.
slang.
I say
Oh,
he's a
oh,
bad
okay.
man. He is. Let me tell you something.
All right.
If you don't have your man crush in the league right now, he by far is the best quarterback. By far.
I'm
If
gonna
you don't
have-
have your man crush guy in the league right now,
You
he's
got to
by
win a
far
game.
the best
I am
You
quarterback.
got to win a game. You got to win the Super Bowl.
Let
Your
me tell you
choice. Who do you
something.
pick to
I know
quarterback
that's
your
what you.
team?
I know that's
Answer
what
the
you base it
question.
on.
Who do you
I know
pick?
that.
Who do you pick?
I know that's what you base it on.
I'll
Rick.
back you up.
Who
But
do
let
you
me tell
pick?
you
I'll
something.
back you
On
up.
sheer talent and ability, Aaron Rodgers got it hands down, man. I'm sorry.
I'm with him.
I'm sorry. Did you see what this guy
You
did?
know
Rick?
this much about this.
Did you see
Look,
what he did?
No.
He made great plays.
He's a bad
He
man.
made great plays.
I've been
He's
saying this for
egging you
years.
on,
But
you
I've been
know
saying
that.
this for years, though.
No,
he's
I
not. He's
really
serious.
am
He's an
He is.
exceptional quarterback.
Exceptional.
Exceptional.
If
He's Hall of
Tom
Fame.
Brady is not in the league, he's the best quarterback, Rick. He's the best quarterback.
You know what he's
this number.
become? He has
Remember
become,
this number.
He has become to the Cowboys back in the dark ages what Joe Montana was to the Saints. Give him 1 minute.
You're right.
And
That's
he's
it.
going to be.
That's
How
it.
look,
many times
look,
did Montana
Dak Prescott,
do that
look,
to the Saints?
you know, there was some ridiculous thought that Dak should have slid and not scored and not give enough time to the. You got to go in.
No.
A minute 13.
Got you,
Dak
man. 'Cause
Prescott
you don't
said
know
it
what's
right.
gonna happen. You don't know
The
what's gonna
defense
happen.
makes a paycheck too. You got to trust your
Yeah,
defense.
you do.
But it's Aaron
I
Rodgers.
totally agree. Yes, Aaron Rodgers.
Remember
You're giving
this
too much
number.
time.
What is this number? That's how many Super Bowls Aaron Rodgers has
I know
won.
that.
You talk about the Saints
know that.
missing the window with Drew Brees? Are you kidding me? The Green Bay Packers
let me tell you something.
have wasted a great opportunity to win multiple Super Bowls with Aaron
Let me tell you
Rodgers.
something, though, Rick.
They
and
have
like
wasted
I've
it.
always said to you and Scooter when
He
I've
has a
always brought him up.
losing record in
but let me,
postseason.
But let me say this, though.
Losing record.
Rick, give him.
He has lost a number
I
of
don't think
games
it
in
was
Green
because- I
Bay.
don't think it was his
Give
fault.
He is
Aaron-
no Tom Brady.
Give Aaron
He is
Rodgers.
no Tom Brady.
Give Aaron Rodgers the players that Tom Brady has had.
Oh my gosh, that's a whole nother
no,
show.
Seriously, who is he throwing to, Rick? You may not even know the receiver's name.
Who
is he throwing to? Aaron Rodgers.
Green Bay?
Yeah, who's he
He's
throwing
got
to?
an all-pro guy.
One guy?
Oh my gosh. He's got a great tight
All
end.
I'm saying is
He's
this.
got
look,
a great receiver
His running
in
back
Nelson.
is a former running back.
I didn't say-
Is a former receiver. His running back is
and
a
he's
former
damn
receiver.
good. He's had
Dude,
players.
we just trying to make
He's
it work
had
in
players.
Green Bay.
All right,
That's
let's
it.
move on. Let's move on. Great
Well,
play.
we'll bring-
Great win by Green Bay. Great win.
Okay.
All right. That
Oh,
was a
great
great
win.
throw.
Okay.
Interesting. He
Dude.
missed him in the end zone, and what does he do?
Let me say
he
this.
comes back
But let me
with
say
it
this.
and makes the
Watch this, yeah.
precision pass.
You think
What?
Tom Brady could have made that throw?
Yes. Tom Brady can make any throw. Just not as hard as Aaron Rodgers. Just not as hard.
Okay.
Jerry Jones took a knee prior to a national anthem. Then he comes back.
Yeah, and he
His
stands
statements
up.
early in the week.
Stands up.
If you don't stand, you don't play. If you have a
Is
star
that
on
is the
your helmet.
craziest thing? Is that is
Well,
the
he
craziest
can't
thing
do
ever?
that.
Well, that's
It's not
He
policy.
can't do that.
It's not policy. You can't tell me to do that. That's my right.
I don't
That's
know.
my
I don't
right.
know the CBA that
No,
well,
but
he
that's
can't
not in the
enforce
league's
that.
playbook. You can't enforce
I don't
that.
know about the CBF.
Oh, he can't
well,
do it.
Well, he can. He owns the team.
Yeah, you right. But
He would
by-
be challenged.
but by
What's
law-
he going to do?
your
Suspend
boss
him?
here
But by law,
can
do you
tell-
think? But
tell
by
you
law,
what
cannot. No,
but
Scooter,
by
he
law,
cannot.
he cannot.
He
Scooter,
cannot.
by law.
That's
He
infringement
cannot.
of First Amendment
You
rights.
cannot,
He cannot.
Scooter, by law.
No, he can't get away with it.
I don't know where he's
Greg
got that
said
from,
no.
Scooter.
That
He
applies
cannot
to
by
the
law.
government. It
can't
does
do it.
not apply to your
No,
employee.
no, I'm saying the
And here is
CBA.
what-
The
and
CBA.
look, I'm
won't let it
trying-
happen. They'll
I'm
get
trying to
lawyers
stay out of
involved.
Yes, they
Okay,
will.
okay.
And that's government.
All right, it's one thing if you want to express your free speech
Yes.
away from the workplace.
Yes.
Yes.
It's another. If you are at your workplace, which these players are
Yes.
at the stadium
Yes.
in
Yes, I agree
uniform.
with you.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking a side one way or the other, but there is something. Jerry Jones owns that team.
Yes, he does.
He
And owns the
signs their
stadium.
paycheck.
Yes, he
I
does.
Yeah.
Yes, he
but
does.
let me ask you this here.
But they play
Let me-
under the
I'm not
collective
saying
bargaining
it's
this
right
here.
or wrong.
Let me ask
I'm
you this here.
saying, you
Let
know,
me ask you this here.
Let him ask the question.
If his 3 star players, which are blacks, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
If they take a knee, what do you think Jerry's going to do?
Good question.
What do you think
That
Jerry's going
is
to
a
do?
good question. That is a good question.
Yeah.
And I'd love
Jerry's
to
playing
see it.
games.
I'd love to
Jerry's
see it.
playing games.
He's satisfying the
let's put it-
public.
Jerry's
He's
playing
satisfying
games.
his
There
advertisers.
is nothing in the Constitution says you have to wear a necktie.
I know that.
But your workplace can
I
make
know
you
that.
wear a
I agree,
necktie.
Scooter. But the X factor here.
You understand what I'm
By
saying?
law,
the
you can't
collective
make me do
bargaining
that. That's
agreement.
my right of speech. That's my freedom.
No, it is. What if my free?
If I want to kneel, I should have the right to kneel, Scooter. See, what's getting caught up in all of this, Scooter? Everybody's getting caught up about being disrespectful. Like, I'm disappointed in the vice president as to the comment
that's
that
another
he
thing.
made. I'm disappointed at Pence.
Well, it might go
I'm
away.
disappointed.
It might go away if the White House would shut up about it. And I don't believe for a minute that wasn't premeditated.
Oh,
you know it
Donald
was.
Trump
Pence
told him to
did?
leave.
You know it was.
Oh,
Why
hell
even go to
yeah.
the game,
Tweeted
man?
it. He
Why even
tweeted
go
it.
to the game, man?
You know they're going to do it. Why go to the game?
Why
Yeah.
even go to the game?
And of course, that becomes the big story.
Yeah. And then, of course, now the taxpayer money is involved. The president is he's hard-headed and he wants to win this. And he's being childish. Let it alone. And
Leave
it
it
will
alone,
it will
Rick, I
somewhat
agree.
simmer
Leave
on
it
the
alone,
then
man.
he just gets the flames going.
And the thing, Rick, I think the message has just gotten so confused.
Yes.
It's just,
Yes, because
it's not
of-
disrespecting your country or your flag. That never was the case. But that's what they're making it to be. And that wasn't never the case.
All right.
I can't talk
We're up
about it. I
against
get
the clock.
upset.
We got Stump the Wise guys. We're going to talk Cam Newton and we're going to talk the offensive line coach at Miami and this story that, why did you say it? You can't make it up.
You can't.
You cannot make this up.
But you know who I feel bad for? He's got 3 kids. Rick.
Yeah.
They
Married
saw
to 3
this.
kids.
They saw this,
He
man.
needs help. We'll talk
They
about
saw
that when we
this.
come back. Stay right there.
Sound Off 60 is brought to you by our friends at Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort. Sound Off 60 24/7 online at soundoff60tv.com.
So you haven't been hearing me talk about prices very much in our TV commercials lately, but there's some offers available on a Camry right now that are just too good to not talk about. With Toyota's rebates on our discounts, you can get $5,000 off MSRP on a new 2017 Camry, or if you'd like to trade up every couple of years, you can do what my wife and I do and lease one for $279 a month with $0 due at signing. You literally don't even have to bring your wallet with you to buy the car. If you've been thinking a Toyota Camry was a little bit more money than you wanted to spend, come let us show you how affordable it can be to own a new Toyota. Lake Charles Toyota, raise your expectations.
For more taste, less calories, and half the carbs, there's only one light beer to grab. Miller Lite. Hold true.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
Load up on entries for your chance to win a 2017 Chevy Silverado Black Ops or additional prizes.
Only one light beer has more taste, less calories, and half the carbs. This one. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Our week has been made. The lovely Nikki is back. Finally, we took it, I don't know, a year and a half, 2
Good
years
to have
get
somebody
Nikki
good
back
looking on this show, okay?
doing Stump the Wise Guys. Welcome.
Glad to have
Here
you
we
back.
go. The lovely Nikki, and we are ready.
Yes, we are.
4 questions. Let's get them all right, guys.
All right, y'all. The college football playoff system began in 2014. Can you name the national champions crowned by the CFP in order?
Ohio State,
Alabama.
Alabama. There's
Clemson.
been 3. And
Yeah,
Clemson.
Yeah.
Clemson.
Yeah.
Ohio State,
Well,
Alabama,
under the
Clemson.
CFP.
Yes, yes.
Got it. That's, if they get any
Yes.
easier than that, we'll be done in 30 seconds.
Good. We will
Okay.
be.
All right. The BCS system preceded the college football playoffs. Who won the first BCS national championship in 1999?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
What?
Yeah.
Tennessee.
And you know who was not the quarterback? I was at that game.
It wasn't Manning.
It was
No,
not.
it
was
was
Manning.
T.
T. Martin.
T. Martin.
He I think
know
Manning
exactly
left
the
him 1
year
year
after
before.
Manning left.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's crazy.
Okay,
That's
Scooter,
just-
good for you, man. All right, Scooter, I got to give you a bell ring on that, man. All right.
Bell ring.
Yeah, man. That
I
was
like
a
that.
good one, man.
Bell
Okay,
ring.
I
yeah.
don't like getting my bell rung.
All right, Nikki.
All right. Many experts felt the BCS system was the most fair and accurate way to crown college football's national champs. But there was one controversial split champions in 2004. Who were the 2 teams involved?
I know
Let him
that.
answer.
I know that.
LSU and Southern Cal.
Oh, you wouldn't. Guidry wanted it. Oh my God. Ring the bell, Kevin.
Yeah, man. The one I had, man.
The one
I had,
you had.
Scooter.
Oh,
Okay.
Last one.
The one I
All
had,
right.
Scooter.
Got the bonus question. Name the last college football team ranked in number 1 besides Alabama.
Clemson.
Oh, yeah, Clemson. Yeah, at the end of last year. You
They
got
won
one.
the championship.
I could have had 2. I could have had 2.
That's funny, Scooter. And he ripped it. He was quick.
I could have had 2, Scooter.
That's kind of
Put one
tricky.
in your
That's
pocket.
kind of
Yeah,
tricky
well,
if you
kinda.
think about
Coulda
it.
had
All right,
2,
thanks,
man.
Nikki. Hang with us there.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Quickly on Cam Newton. He tried to be sarcastically funny.
Yeah.
A female reporter
And you know what,
from
Rick?
the Charlotte Observer, I think.
And let me say this.
I didn't
Granted.
take it as him trying to be funny.
Thank you, Scooter.
I
He
took
said he
it
was trying
as-
to be funny.
Thank you,
I
Scooter.
took it as very arrogant and being
Yes.
a bully.
Yes, yes.
Being
Scooter, I
a
agree
bully.
with you. Being Cam Newton.
I'm
You know-
Cam Newton, and I
you know
can
what?
get away
What
with
it is,
it.
Maybe.
Rick, what it is, and Rick, if you look at a lot of the other guys around the league they interviewed, they say, well, it was kind of surprising that she asked a question about
It was about
something
the
that, a route.
physicality
No,
of
a
routes.
No,
About-
it is. What?
Something about route
it's
running.
not like she was asking a really complicated question. She was talking about pass routes.
She
Everybody.
said that, do you think your problem is coming from when your receivers cut their routes off too quick?
Oh, you know more about it
I
than I
mean,
do.
that's like, how do you know?
Okay.
I mean, that's her job.
So-
Granted, that's her job.
pretty-
But
Look.
it's like,
Besides the point.
Cam was surprised that she went that much in depth.
Okay.
No,
I
he
think it's
So
wasn't
he
surprised.
apologized.
He
He
was
apologized
trying to be
online.
arrogant.
He apologized online. It was okay. But
He
then
didn't
yesterday
really
after the games,
apologize.
he should have just shut up.
I didn't hear him yesterday.
He just dug a hole.
What? No,
and
I
dug a
thought
hole.
he did even better after the game
No.
when he talked to what her
He
name.
brought
I
up
thought he did better.
World War II and the
missed that.
females.
I
and
missed that.
Yeah, it was. It
missed
was
that.
all right. He's
I missed
over
that.
it. He had a great
Yeah,
game.
he did have a
I'm
great
not the
game.
biggest
300
Cam
game.
Newton guy,
300 yard passing.
and he beats Detroit Lions. All right. Chris Forrester, a veteran. I mean, 8 NFL
Rick, this
teams.
story is really sad,
Right,
to be
he
honest
takes
with you.
his
This
cell
is
phone,
sad.
and it's on YouTube. It's everywhere.
This is
he
really
takes
sad,
his own
man.
cell phone, and he does 3 lines of now it's been
They
verified
said it was a
as
white
cocaine.
substance earlier, but
And
it's
he
been
sends
verified.
it off to a Nevada dancer,
Stripper.
entertainer type.
Yeah.
Okay?
Stripper.
And she posts it in
Did
social
he not
media.
think that she wouldn't?
He's
did
in
he
love
not-
with her.
Did he
He's
not
in
think
love
that
with
she
her.
wouldn't?
Here's a guy who's a veteran NFL offensive line coach. It's one of
He's
32
one of the best,
jobs
but he's one of the
in
best,
the
Rick.
world.
From what they said, he's one
I
of the
don't know-
best.
I don't know all about that.
They said he was one of the
He's
best.
making like $3
O-line
million
coaches.
a year. He's got to be better be damn good. Scooter.
I missed
Scooter.
the story. So
I'm dumb.
All right, that's the story. He has to resign.
Oh, he's
In
already
his
resigned.
right mind.
He's already resigned, Rick. That took place this morning.
Where does it come from, Scooter?
Well,
Where does it come from?
All it proves is it's not only the players that can be stupid.
You're right.
Coaches can
and
be
he's a
stupid
50-something-year-old guy, married with 3 kids.
And they'll say, well, let this be
Yeah.
a lesson. We all learn from. No, they didn't. Somebody else will do
He was
it.
professing
Somebody
his
else will do
love
it next
for
week.
this Nevada entertainer.
And he's married.
she's
But
a-
he's married.
Well, okay, he fell in love with
married.
an exotic dancer. And the juiciness of the story is she turns it around and she wants to post it because she wants to support Colin Kaepernick. She said, I'm doing this to shed light on the NFL coaches and the hypocrisy
Is that
of
what
the
she
NFL
said?
coaches. Yes.
Where did you hear this? I missed
Yes.
that, Rick.
In her,
Oh my goodness, she
she
said
posted
that?
on social media. Yes.
What that's
So
got
now-
to do with Kaepernick? What is that?
She wants to support Colin Kaepernick.
Rick. I missed that.
Yes.
You know,
I missed that.
So
I am
look,
convinced.
it's
I'm
I
not
think
even commenting,
it's
Scooter. I'm not even commenting on
germane
that.
to the story
I'm not even commenting on
that
that.
she is African American.
Yeah, but I'm
Okay,
not.
so she's out supporting.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, we knew
I'm
that.
convinced.
We knew she was African American. We knew that, but
if social
I don't see
media,
her meaning.
If social media lasts 10 more years, the entire country's gonna be in jail.
Well, look, his head was turned. He got his head turned by a Nevada exotic dancer.
Yeah.
And now
And
he's
Rick,
out of football.
that's what they
it's
do.
just a crazy story.
That's what they do. Come on, you got to be bigger
Is
than
this
that.
a great country or
You
what?
got to be bigger
You
than
just-
that, man. That's
Just,
what they.
just don't hit send.
God.
Just don't hit. He's doing cocaine
I
in
think,
his office.
I think when he
of the
sent
Miami
that, I
Dolphins?
think when he sent that, Rick, he was totally not himself. He
And
was,
how ironic is that?
he had done
Laramie
too much
Tunstall
prior
from
to
Ole
that.
Miss. It's the same. He's playing
The
on
guy
his
should've worn a
offensive
gas
line.
mask.
Yeah, it should have done the gas
Yeah.
mask thing.
Yeah.
Nikki, we appreciate it.
Nikki,
Thanks
so
for the
much.
patience.
Thank
We're
you.
out of time.
Wow, what a
Enjoy
great
the
show
Sports
again.
Week, everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll do it all again next time, everybody.
Sound Off 60 airs on Suddenlink Cable Channel 4 Monday through Sunday nights at 9 and again Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10. Sound Off 60 also airs throughout Southwest Louisiana on Vive Broadband Channel 6 at 9 p.m. Check your local listings. Post your questions and comments for the guys and access our website and our great advertising partners at soundoff60tv.com.